When it comes to squatting, there's always things you can improve. Always, okay. Even if after like 15 years you've been squatting every single day, there's always things you can learn. So this video is for anyone who wants to learn how to improve their squat technique.
What's going on, everyone? I was just warming up for my squats. I thought I'd share with you a little bit my warm-up. My warm-up for the most part has been very similar the past few years for squats because it works really well to activate my ankles. Because let me tell you something, sometimes some days my ankles feel really fucking tight and they don't provide me much mobility. So basically, if you have tight ankles, you can't really squat deep and have an upright torso. Your torso will probably tilt forward like this.
So if you're not satisfied with your squat technique and you feel like you're wasting your time in the gym, this video might help you out. Apply the information I give you for a few weeks in a row and see if it can help you.
So it's super important to work on your ankles to prevent tilting of the torso forward like this and keep it upright. Very strong posture when squatting, especially a back squat or a front squat or any kind of actually squat. It's super important to have good ankles. So I just like to step on a bench. You don't even need a bench, you can do it on the floor, but just keep your foot flat and maybe go back and forth as much as you can. Really keeping your foot flat. Make sure your knee go over your toes. Hold it, come back, go back into it as deep as possible while keeping your foot flat. If your heel comes off, that's probably your end range. So just stop right before you feel like your balance is not in the middle of your foot anymore, okay? And then I go back and forth like this, nice and slow. And I just do like 8 to 10 reps each side, no weights. And you can even like take the bench and pull yourself a little bit forward like this more. You see, my feet is still flat, but it just helps me go into a deeper range of motion. I just pull on the bench like this, go back, simple stuff like that. Do it 8 times each side. And I can tell already by feeling this side, my left ankle is a little bit tighter, a little bit more restricted. So it's a good thing to know. We can work on this side a little bit more maybe. So let's go for, again, a few reps. And then when I'm done with this, usually, I'm not going to do all the reps right now, but usually I go for 8 to 10 each side. And then I even, to add more resistance, to have a deeper stretch, just grab yourself a dumbbell. Doesn't need to be super heavy. I use a 40-pound right here because it can really add more pressure on the ankle, right about here. And it's a deeper stretch, a little bit. But then again, listen to your body. If your heel comes off, back off, okay? You want your foot to be flat, so that kind of mimics when you're in a deep squat position, your ankles will already be used to being into this position, so it won't feel awkward for your ankles when you're in a deep squat position. Well, for me anyways, that's why I do these. I enjoy going ass to grass on my squats, so I need good ankles. It's very necessary. And that's why I use weightlifting shoes as well. They provide some more ankle flexibility, so you can have a very deep squat and keep it upright a little bit more easier. We sit down a whole lot. We need to open up those hips. Pigeon pose is the classic one that everyone should be doing. You can do this on the floor, on a bench, but for the most part, I really try to put my leg horizontally like this, chest upright, stand tall, look in front of you. Don't be slouched over, or don't be like, ugh. Relax your face, upright torso, look in front of you, and breathe, okay? Feel your hip opening up on your side right here. It's literally right here on this side. I feel it right here. It's a really good stretch. If you want a deeper stretch, you can really look for the tightness on that side of your hip if you want to. Go on your toes and make sure your heels go off the floor. And what I like to do is just rock back and forth like this. I do this when I get out of bed. I like to do this right here. It really opens up my ankles right off the bat, starting off the day right. And I can really feel like when I do this right here, all the pressure goes right here and opens up my joints, my ankle joints. So I like to do this back and forth like this, opening up the joints. Put your hands under your shoulders, and then you can take this right foot, put it in front of your right leg or right hand, and then this back leg right here, make sure it's nice and straight as possible. And you want a deeper stretch, just go further in front. And then I really think of feeling the side of my hip on this other side right here. It's a really good stretch. I can even push out a little bit. Upright squat, feeling good, feeling healthy, as all squats should be feeling.